Welcome guys! Today we are checking out another very cool overdrive. It is the All Pedal Slamurai. Let's say that again, Slamurai. That's a great name for a pedal, and also it's a great looking pedal. I mean, just look at that thing. It's everything that I want in a pedal. It's colorful, it's got a good name, and it's an overdrive. It's my favorite type of pedal. So today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you two sides of the coin, okay? Now, we're gonna get into the reason why I'm gonna give you two sides of the coin. Wait a minute, what is two sides of the coin? Well, a lot of people, when they're demoing these type of pedals, I feel they are doing you a disservice. They are not showing you the true pedal. What do I mean by that? Well, let's turn this pedal off. That's not a bad rhythm start. Rhythm tone to start with, right? It sounds good. So what am I using this pedal for? Well, I'm using it to boost it, to kick it over the edge, to give us that extra oomph. So if I turn it on, now the Slamurai does a great job at doing that, right? Boosting amps. And we've got 3-band EQ, we've got drive, we've got level, so we've got a lot of control. And that's a very typical way of using the pedal. But what I mean by two sides of the coin is today I'm also gonna flip it over to a pretty damn clean sound and let this thing do all the work. And that way, you know exactly what the heart and soul is beneath this pedal. So before we get into that, thank you to All Pedal for sponsoring this video. And one more thing, if you ever look down at the fretboard and you play in your favorite position and you would love to be playing everywhere else on the neck, then check this out. Guitar Scale Finder is the ultimate tool for learning new scales and arpeggio patterns, as well as how to improvise all over the fretboard. Each of the 200 unique scales and arpeggio patterns includes detailed charts, tabs, and interval formulas. You can use the built-in audio player to hear what each scale sounds like, choose a pattern, loop it, and adjust the speed as you play along. Multiple label options let you toggle between note names, scale degrees, and my recommended fingering patterns. When it comes to improvising, you can highlight all of the notes that fit within your chosen scale and learn how to play all over the fretboard. Full left-hand support is included, as well as an option to flip the orientation of the fretboard and even change the neck style to match your preferences. Alright, so that's a Scale Finder. It is available now on both iOS and Android. Thank you for checking that out. Let's get on with the video. I mean, I've got to say, even though this pedal is not doing the heavy lifting, we already have a pretty damn good rhythm tone. I'll tell you what though, it does this job of boosting already good rhythm tones to that next level. It's very good. In this way, I'm basically using it to, you can see the drive, it's actually not very high because the output, the level is kind of pushing that front end of the amp. And I think that's a really cool way of using an overdrive pedal. I'm using a little bit of the sort of the treble, not too much, but you can see I'm really using that bottom end, which is kind of fattening it up. And it just goes boom, you know? So to have 3-band EQ on an overdrive pedal, I think it's really important. So let's see what we can get out of this thing before we change the sound to something that really makes this pedal agonize and work for everything we're gonna get out of it. kind of don't want to leave that sound because it's actually a really, really good tone. This is the Gojira plugin by Neural DSP. It's overdriven. But I mean, you couldn't really go all out screaming, you know, it's a little bit more reserved, so that's why we need a boost pedal or an overdrive pedal to kick it into the next level. So whilst we're on this tone, let's back the level down, let's turn the volume up, and let's turn the brightness up of that, from that treble. Pull some of the mids out. Let's just keep playing with it. Oh yes! Oh, I like that. I like that brightness coming out. I'm gonna take some of the lower frequencies out and just keep brightening it up because I really like that sort of cutting sound. Just want to hear a little bit more pick attack as I've brightened it up in with the pedal here, the Slamurai. Let's just keep pushing that. So if we turn the level down, give even more overdrive, even more brightness. Ooh, that's a different gnarly tone altogether, isn't it? I feel like that's probably giving it a little bit too much saturation, so the amp's going, whoa, whoa, chill your boots there, son. Yeah, so once we dialed the drive back, then that's where the amp became a little bit more of our pal again. It was kind of like, nah, you're sending too much drive into me, I'm already distorted. Let's turn it off. Wow, it absolutely screams on those sort of pinched harmonics. That's probably the most excited type of overdrive I've heard in a long time. It's like absolutely like resonant as hell in here. I don't know how it's coming across because I'm not sitting next to you right now listening to this video on your speakers. If you look to the left and you saw me there, you'd probably find it a bit weird, and I'd have to visit a lot of people's houses to kind of sit with you or sit and watch it on your phone. Probably even weirder. But seriously, the lead sounds are great. Wow, okay, so there's a lot of gain. It's actually cleaning up quite nice. Not a sparkling, you know, pretty clean sound, but damn, okay. So yes, it does that type of thing very well. Using it to push an overdriven sound to that next stage, give you the full scream, give you the full riffage sound. Yes, it does that. But now we're gonna change it over. We're gonna come off the Gojira, well, turn it off rather. And turn on the Fortin Cali. Because you might have a good clean sound, but a terrible overdrive sound, and that's why you're in the market for an overdrive pedal, right? So I think it's only fair that we use this kind of more clean type of tone to really see what the pedal is made out of. So obviously we're going to have to dial in the sounds, because as soon as I turn it on, it's not going to be probably the right settings for this new sound that we're using. Ooh, I like that though. Right up my street. brightness, give it some bass, pull the mids out. Liking that a lot. Okay, so let's push the ante a little bit. Let's get rid of that low end, you know, because we don't want to kind of we don't want it to be too flabby. You can see, or hear rather, I've had a flapjack with a bit of chocolate right before I hit record on these videos. I'm like, boom! I haven't even had a tea or coffee, but I feel absolutely just wired and ready to go. So either that or the Slamurais, it's just kind of like possessed me in some weird way. It's got me all hyped up. Anyway, let's keep pushing that gain, because you want an overdrive pedal, not a soft output pedal. Flabby. Let's take some of that bass out. Keep the treble up, get some more mids. I almost feel like a big wide chorus. I'm sure I have one. Let me just load one up. This is the Eventide tri-chorus. Very classic wide 80s sort of chorus. We've gone all 80s. I'm gonna have to turn that chorus off, but you get the idea. It's very kind of late 80s, early 90s rock sound. Quite nice smooth lead tone. Let's push all the way up that drive. That doesn't even make sense. Let's just turn the drive up. Let's speak English, Thomas. Speak English. So I feel at the heart, you know, once we came over to a clean sound and we're letting the Slamurai do all the work, I feel like this has just got a bit more of a sort of classic rock vibe about it. Now, obviously we can use it to boost other sounds, other tones that might already have a little bit of sort of tightness about them. So if you're rocking like, I don't know, like a Mesa Boogie or maybe a Black Star or whatever amp, a modern Marshall or something like that, then this is going to be a great thing to kind of boost that. Maybe you want to use the sort of rhythm sound as your low gain sound and then use this for your high gain stuff. It's going to really work very, very well for that. But if you just have like a platform amp, very, very clean amp, then I feel the type of overdrive that you're going to get from this is more of your sort of classic rock tone, as opposed to like your ultimate type genty sort of sound. So it depends on what you have, what amp you have. It'll definitely help you get to that sort of really tight overdrive sound, and it worked very, very well with the Gojira. But once we went to the clean sound, where all of the saturation pretty much is coming from the Slamurai, that's where we're getting a little bit more of its characteristics revealed, I feel. Just past that 12 o'clock on the volume and the gain, give it a little bit more brightness. Yeah, that's kind of. It's like the 10 o'clock news is coming. News just in, the Slamurai. It's very good. All right, guys, listen. Check this pedal out. I'm going to leave the link below. It's a very, very cool looking pedal. One of the sexiest and most, well, dragons aren't really sexy. I don't know if it is sexy, but it's very, very cool. I certainly dig the look of it, okay? I'm going to retract the sexy statement. Well, I don't know. You guys are going to have to let me know. Are dragons considered sexy? I don't know, but I'll tell you what. The pedal is very good looking. That's the middle ground. I like it. It sounds great. It's very versatile. I'm going to be keeping it around my desk where all my recording chains are normally ready to go. Cables everywhere. Bing, bam. You let me know what you think in the comments. And thanks again to All Pedal for sponsoring this video. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Look after yourselves. And I hopefully will see you soon. All right. I'm going to go have a decaf cup of tea because I'm still fucking wired. All right. Take care, guys. Cheers. Goodbye.